Do you worry about trying new things and so you avoid it? We're going to talk all about it. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels. I'm a child therapist and I make videos for kids with anxiety or OCD. And today I want to talk about avoidance. Dun, 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 dun. Do you avoid a lot? A lot of us who struggle with these issues avoid. We don't do things because we don't want it to make us feel nervous. And unfortunately, that means that a lot of you are probably avoiding new experiences, going to new places, signing up for new classes, anything that would be new in your life, and even trying new foods can be a scary, scary proposition. Is that you? Do you worry about new stuff? Are you like, oh gosh, I don't want to go there. I've never been to swim class before. I don't know what it's going to be like. Or, ew, I don't know what that is. I've never eaten that. And I don't want to taste it because I've never tried it before. What if I don't like it? The whole theme of this is newness, things that are different, things that you haven't experienced before. And it makes us anxious. It makes us anxious because when we have anxiety, we like to plan. We like to know exactly what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, how it'll make us feel, and how we'll respond. And then we were like, we're good, we're solid. And if there's anything in that we don't know, we get nervous. And when we get nervous, our anxiety is like, yeah, you don't have to do that. You don't have to eat that. You don't have to go there. You don't have to sign up for that. I mean, really. And I want to talk to you about how to overcome that and to look out for the signs. So a lot of times our anxiety will have us lie to ourselves and say, you don't want to go there. That sounds boring, right? Or we might tell our parents, it's just so boring. I don't want to do that. Or I'm not interested in that. Or that sounds stupid. Or ew, that food looks gross. I don't even like that kind of taste. Whatever it is, our anxiety often has us lie to ourselves and to other people and convinces everybody, including ourselves, that we don't want to do it. You don't want to do that. But at the heart of it is discomfort, that we think that this new experience or new flavor or new thing is going to make us uncomfortable. So you want to be honest with yourself. And then the second thing is, instead of always just saying, okay, anxiety, high five, I'm avoiding, we avoid, let's do the avoidance dance. You want to say, no, you're not the boss of me, and you rob me of new experiences. Because some of the best things that you have not done yet, or that you haven't tasted yet, or that you haven't experienced yet, are some of the best things that can happen to you. Because every good thing that's happened in your life was new at one time. Every class that you've taken, every team that you've joined, every food that you've eaten, every new place you've been to, every new house you've moved into, every new school has always been new at one time. And if you don't allow yourself to have new experiences, then your life is going to be super limited and in a little bubble. And new experiences are what can give us some incredible joy. But you probably already understand that. But you're like, yeah, Natasha, I get it. I get why it's good to try new things or be around new experiences. But how do I get over my anxiety? And that's what I want to talk to you about. So the first thing you want to do is accept that you're going to try to move towards your fears instead of away from them. When you live life taking little steps towards your fears, like I do, you wind up having amazing experiences. So you're gonna have to get out of your comfort zone, because if you're waiting for you to feel 100% cozy and comfortable with this new experience, new food, or new activity, you're gonna be disappointed because it's not gonna happen. There's many things I have to do in my life and I'm like freaking out on the inside, but I look like I'm cool, calm, and collect on the outside because I'm pushing myself through. And I am always happy I did it because I feel, one, really proud of myself that I faced my fears, and two, it was never as bad as I anticipated, and three, a lot of times it's really, really good. I meet new people, or I find a new passion, or I want to go back and do it again and again. Have you ever had that where you've avoided something and then eventually you get up the nerve to do it and then you love it and you want to do it over and over and over again? That's what I'm talking about. So if you're anxious about trying a new experience, a new class, or a new food, I want you to go over what your anxiety is telling you. What's the story your anxiety is trying to sell you? Is it there won't be anybody that you know there, or the kids are going to be mean to you? Or what if the coach or the instructor or the teacher is mean? Or what if there are no bathrooms there? Or what if I get sick while I'm there? Oh my gosh, there could be a zillion what ifs, right? And it's going to be different for each one of you. Tap into that. And then I want you to come up with your green thoughts. Your green thoughts are the positive thoughts, right? That say, you know what? You're going to make new friends. Or even if you don't know anyone, we're going to push through it and we can make new friends. Or even if the teacher isn't that nice, we can handle that because sometimes there are a sprinkle of mean people and I won't know until I go. Or what if that food really tastes really good, right? What if everybody else likes it and maybe I can like it too, and that will open up a lot more foods for me. It's going to be different depending on what your worry is. And then you want to role play in your head. Now, role playing is actually incredibly powerful. Anxiety takes that opportunity. Anxiety takes that skill that's really powerful and it uses it against you. And so it creates stories and like a movie in your head that says, this is what's going to happen when you show up for that class. Or this is what's going to happen when you move to that new house or that new neighborhood or go to that new school. Here are all the horrific, horrible things that are going to happen to you if that happens, right? And so we can really, really imagine in our head all of the worst case scenarios that can happen. But how often do we take that skill and turn it on anxiety and use it for good, not for bad? Almost never, right? So close your eyes when you're going to bed or whenever and imagine the best case scenario, the best outcome that could happen. Walk through it in your head. Oh, I'm eating this food and it's so good. Or, oh my gosh, I went to this house and like the neighbors are nice and I met new kids. Or I went to school and my teachers were all nice. When you role play that in your head or you visualize it, role playing is probably the wrong word, visualize it, it has a lot of power because it is training your brain to see the positive and it's more likely to happen. So you want to do some visualization for the new thing. And the way that you can help with that is get as much information as you possibly can about the new experience or thing that you're going to be doing. Because anxiety really calms down with knowledge and experience. And so if I'm going to a new school, I want to know everything about it. If I can take a tour, I want a tour. If I can take pictures, I want to take pictures. If it's a new class, I want to know, what the instructor is like. Maybe I'm going to go there before the class starts and just sit there and observe a class. Maybe I'll just drive by the building and see where it is. Whatever level of involvement I can do before I partake in that activity, the better. So talk to your parents and see what you can do to demystify and make things not mysterious so that when it is the time for you to show up and do that new thing or activity or move to that new house or go to that new school or eat that new food even, you're ready and prepared, right? Because you have all this information. You already know what to expect. You already know what it's going to smell like. You already know, what the school looks like, or you already know where you're going to be sitting. Knowledge is key. So, and then the last part is just dip your feet in and get wet. You don't have to commit to everything. But I find that sometimes when we commit to small little bite-sized pieces, our anxiety will give us a little bit. So if I say to my anxiety, I'm not sure if I'm going to stay in this class. I don't know. It's a cooking class and it's making me nervous and I don't know if I'm going to know anybody in there. I don't know if I'm going to panic. I don't know if the teacher's going to be nice. And my anxiety's like, yeah, you just totally avoid that. Don't even sign up. And I'm like, no, thank you, but no. And I'm going to sit through a class. I'm going to see what it's like. And then I'm going to say to my anxiety, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to try one class and see how it goes. So I'm taking a little small step in the right direction. And anxiety tends to be like, okay, fine, try one time, but I guarantee you it's going to be horrible. And you're like, thank you for that. I'm going to try anyway. So anxiety will back down if it doesn't feel trapped and it doesn't feel like too big of a bite. So if you need to make a smaller step in the right direction, depending on what the issue is, you can try that. If you're moving to a new house or a new school, you don't have a lot of control over that. But if it's a new class or a new experience or a fun ride that you're afraid to go on or something that you have control over, dip your feet in and take one little step towards it. And then if it's not too bad, go further and then go further. Before you know it, you're like, I love this. And I'm so glad that I'm trying new things. I hope that helps a little bit. And I hope that you find the sparkle in everything you do. And I'll talk to you again next Thursday. Take care.